What a boundary towards the third line. The batsman just gave the angle to the ball, and the fielder inside the circle couldn't race to the ball. He was not able to win race against the ball. What a four by Madan Lama. He's on fire. 193 is the strike rate at this point, and if he plays all rest of the 7 overs for the team, I believe he will be able to score his personal 100 as well. And was trying to hit it powerfully but couldn't time it well. Will just get a single. And Bisal Thapa is also there to watch. He have been a good partner for Madan Lama. He has been supporting him on all the occasions. 41 balls played and 43 runs scored. And I think this is the time for Bisal Thapa to get it to his half century as well. Played it for a single towards the long on. There's a fielder. I think both of the batsmen will try to rotate the strike and keep the consistency. And also, if there's Madan Lama, we will obviously be able to see some big hits. There will be sixes, there will be fours, but I believe there will be more sixes than fours. And this is what I was talking about. There's a fielder on the mid wicket, and it's a six. There were 2 fielders waiting for that ball. Both of the fielders will just be watching the ball landing just outside the boundary line this time.
And this is the game that should be played the way Madan Lama wants to play. And Vibrant Begna Stars need to be smart at the moment. The way Madan Lama has been timing the delivery, played the deliveries, creates a room towards the deep point. The fielder will cut it off, though. Couldn't get as much as he would have liked it in the bat. So not enough power on it, so just a single. But with Madan Lama being there, what I was trying to say is Bisal Thapa doesn't need to take unwanted risk, because there is still Bisal, a left-hand option. Yes, just take these singles. You don't need to take risk. Bisal Thapa can rotate the strike. Madan Lama can continue just doing what he's doing so well with the strike rate of 200, 66 runs scored of 33 deliveries. Madan Lama is just doing the gem of a work for Vibrant Superstars. And they are 126 at the end of 14 over. The projected score at the moment is 180, and the batsmen to follow Amit is Bisal Sunar and Soros Pathak. These 2 batsmen can play monstrous shots, and the wind is in the direction of the preferable shots that these 2 players play. So if Madan, in the process of scoring quickly, gets out, these 2 batsmen, according to their wishes, can come either a left-hand right-hand combination or a right-hander, both right-hander, whoever can come. Bisal can rotate the strike, and Madan Lama just try to get it as aggressively hit it as possible, you know. So that way the run will keep coming, and then there won't be fall of wickets from left, right and corner.
Obviously, Lochan, Madan Lama will be playing the big shots, and Bisal Thapa will just be giving us support by rotating the strikes and hitting those grounded shots. And this is what we're talking about. Madan Lama just tries to play between those 2 fielders, but will just get a single at this point. Yeah, talking about Madan Lama, he have already reached his personal milestone, so there's nothing to lose from this point. He has done half of the job for the team, even more than half. So he has to start playing those big shots and try to get team towards that 200 score, which we are expecting as well. And Bisal Thapa, on the other hand, he just rotating the strike is enough for him.
You know, Amit, what Madan Lama needs at the moment?
What is that, Lochan?
Madan Lama needs drinks. He needs to be hydrated. The players from Vibrant need to understand at this moment is Madan, for every big shots, there is a very good shot from Bisal Thapa, equally well connected and handsomely deposited over the deep long of fielder, who could just be watching and be saying, oh my, what a lovely timing, you took it over me. And he is just a spectator, just like us in the commentary panel. Bisal Thapa scores a boundary to bring his coveted half century, 52 runs of 46 delivery. What a partnership this has been. Bisal Thapa almost played it onto his pads. Lucky didn't go to the stumps, and they will steal a single. That's a good running between the wickets, and Madan is quite keen on getting into that strike, take the strike as much as possible. Amit, while we say this, Bisal hitting that six will also give that assurance to the people outside, especially the next batsman to come into the field. They can get the assurance that Vishal will deliver as well. What a wonderful half century from both the batsmen, and a good batsmanship in display today. Sahil into his stride last delivery. Madan goes for a wake, but this is up in the air. There is no distance, so it might help, not carry, and that's missed. It's dropped. Madan has been blessed with another opportunity, another reprieve. This is end of 15th over. Vibrant Begness start.
From this point, Lochan, as well, because Madan Lama was playing the shots outside the boundary line, big sixes, and this time it didn't time well, and the boundary line fielder couldn't run to the ball. So there's nothing, like, Madan Lama is blessed today, and there's nothing anyone can do at this point. And if we look at the partnership, the current partnership is 228 runs after. And we can see.
Yeah, with the wind in play, this is quite tricky, because sometimes those kind of aerial balls, and then with Madan Lama, more often than not, the deep fielder will be thinking, oh, it's going to carry above us. And at that time, I mean, it was quite vivid that he didn't time it. But for the deep fielder to judge whether it's going to at least carry to him or not, because of the speed of the wind and the breeze at the moment, it gets tricky. It's quite hard. It was a fine effort there. I mean, but the half chances, even if something like that needs to be taken, especially somebody like Madan Lama, who is batting at 68 of 35 deliveries. Bowlers can put their heart out, and this brings the bowling change. The starlight, Vivek Kesey comes into the attack with his third over. Madan on strike. There is an outside edge that will fly past the third man, which is inside the circle, and will be a welcome boundary with that outside edge. Anything Madan Lama touches is being goal today, Amit.
I think it's God's hand, Almighty Lord's hand, playing the cricket from Madan Lama's body today. And what a, like, it's an outside ace. It's not even a shot. It's a miss hit. And that has traveled all the way to the boundary line. So just think if the ball had been able to connect to the bat, and everything Madan Lama plays today is going to the boundary lines. Doesn't matter if it's a six or a boundary, but Madan Lama has been playing fantastic, and what a cricket to watch from here. 6 sixes and 6 boundaries as well, and comes forward. Will just take a single at this point. Vishal Thapa will be on the strike. And I was talking about the partnership as well. It's 133 runs of 83 balls. It might possibly be the highest run partnership in NPL season 3 as well, and also maybe on all NPL seasons.
Nicely called. Yeah, we have rarely seen some. So there's from Vibrant. I remember there was in the first year. I think Rupesh was involved in that partnership. I'm not 100% sure about the players there. I beg your pardon for that. But there was a very big partnership there where Vibrant was successful to post a 200 runs total on board, and there was a tremendous batsmanship there that day. But I wouldn't have more details on that. I will probably share that if we get that in future. But in this context of the game, yeah, 15.3 overs, 144 runs. The projected score is 186. And for Vibrant, I think this is the change of the gear that they need. And this has definitely put the fuel to the cause that this was a must-win game. For how unfortunate they have been in past 3 weeks, actually, losing all their games. So maybe they have woken up today to the right side of the bed, mate. And 144 in not even the 16 overs yet been bowled. So there is a fair bit of chance that they can get to that, maybe a first time that 200 runs scored in this season of NPL. So let's see where it goes. It was lofted in the cover. Vishal Thapa will see off from the field after this very well-made partnership and a half century scored for his team, Vibrant Begness Stars. He departs. The successful bowler here is Vivek Kesey.
Yeah, it's Vivek Kesey to take the wicket here.
and a nice breakthrough. It's a timely breakthrough, but it does. I can see. I wish our camera could follow, which unfortunately we haven't been able to. But that beast is walking and he is picking up the grass, the dry grass off the field, and he is checking the wind. Which direction are you flowing? Which direction should I choose to hit those balls in the field? I wish we could have chased the beast walking into the field. We can call him Saroz Pathak, the captain of Vibrant Begna Stars, walks into the field. We will have some crazy good moments in our way, Amit. I reckon we all should be ready for a roller coaster ride. Can Soros Pata continue his merry way round of what he has done in past few weeks as a batsman for his team? Can he get few of those big massive sixes that we can cherish about? What do you think, Mind? What's your call?
Um, I can't assume at this point, Lochan, because Saros Pathak has not been that lucky in the tournament so far. I remember all three matches he has played previous to this one. He hadn't been lucky to put that big score on the scoreboard from his personal side for the team. But today, I think Vibrant Begna Stars are blessed, and the way Madan Lama is playing, I believe Saros Pathak will also try to contribute some big runs on the scoreboard for the team. And what a play, what a play so far. 135 runs. Partnership was broken just previous to this ball. 135 runs. That's a big partnership to see. And I think Saros Pathak will also try to get that level of partnership with Madan Lama at this point.
Vivek Casey, the veteran bowler, he is very good bowler, so might give a respect. Oh, he wanted to play that cut shot, but nowhere close to play that shot because there is no time and again we are calling this in this match. Even Ajay Dai and I had discussion before. I mean, there is no foot movement, there is no trigger movement for the transfer of the weight to bring it into the hands and to the bat to time the ball and get close to the eyesight so you can actually get under the ball to play those cut shots. This needs to be communicated by the team management to the individual players that they need to be more proactive moving their feet. What do you reckon? I mean,
I think they will have to analyze the bowling and analyze the line and length as well. I believe the team management is obviously looking for every batsman's play and their weaknesses and strength area. And I think during the coaching time as well, they will have to stress on those things for the batsmen not to make the same mistakes they have been making in previous matches. Good play towards the long on for the single. And looking on the run rate as well, it's 9 runs per over at the moment almost. And in last 5 overs, Vibrant Begna Stars have scored 61 runs in last 5 overs with a run rate of 12 runs per over. So from this point as well, even around 50 runs from this point, the Vibrant Begnas will be on 190, 195 scores mark, and I think that's a big one. That will be a comfortable one for Vibrant Begna Stars, and we'll have to see how Madan Lama plays, how Madan Lama's strategies are going to be affected after that loss of his partner. A good partnership, 135 runs. Saros Pathak, let's see how they play in the field now. Tries to come down the ground, but misses. There's a big appeal for, not a big appeal, there was a mild appeal for a catch out, but the umpire is not interested. Confidence. What do you think, Lochan?
what I'm looking forward to is a short pitch attacking delivery coming up next. The way Madan came to Hemant, what is coming? Oh, full delivery! And Madan stays in the crease and drives it towards the long off. So Hemant is a captain in this team, unlike what he would have done most of the time, gone back. He's like a he fights aggression with aggression. So the way Madan walked into him last delivery, I would have expected him to be fierce and go short into the body. But he did choose to show the calmness in him. And Saras Pathak plays all over it. Amit, you called it right. There is no show. Well, the beast is walking off. I don't know if we can capture that disappointment of the captain walking back, playing the delivery all over it. Yorker, and then there is the batsman, captain, disappointed, and in comes the lefty, very stylish batsman, Bisal Sunar. He will be joining Madan Lama. Just recently lost couple of his batting partners now, playing on 75 or 40 deliveries. Bisal Sunar walks into the crease for the last delivery of the 17th over. Vibrant Begna Stars slightly losing their direction, 147, but for the loss of 3 wickets now.
And what a coincidence, Lochan, captain to captain's wicket. So that was captain against captain, and Ruby Holmes won the. Ruby Holmes captain Hemant won that competition, but at this point we're looking on the match. Vibrant Begna Stars obviously are on the heavy side. Obviously, Vibrant Begna Stars are on the comfortable side, but we'll have to see in next 19 balls if they are gonna get to the comfortable score, or is it gonna be like a domino effect on Vibrant Begna's wickets. So this is the end of. Oh wow! A little bit of miscommunication between the batsmen over there. There was a chance for
ball of that last over. He declined that single for Bisal Sunar. Is not in any way mannerism he undermines the capability of Bisal Sunar, but he at the moment is on his peak of his game, so he want to keep that strike, and he these 3 overs he's telling himself that I'm the one who will deliver for this team. I will get this score to a winning total, not just above the par score. So he sets himself up to play straight lofted drive in the mid-off area, and it comes to the commentary panel, even hits the tripod that is holding the live match camera that we broadcasting to you.
There might have been a little bit of vibration on the camera footage as well. So
and that movement is the ball hitting the tripod stand. Madan Lama, please do continue what you're doing, mate, but just keep our area a little bit clear from the shot-making joint of yours. We do appreciate that you like this kind of shot, but just slightly couple of meters away from this zone would be our humble request, which while saying it, it brings 150. He moves, a slow delivery, deceived in the flight, and Sahil outsmarts Madan at the moment. He was in the position to play that shot, but couldn't time it because of the change of pace. Takes Madan Lama to the non-striker's end. As I was saying, 150 up, so 17.2 overs bowled, 152 for 3. Madan Lama playing 80.
Madan Lama is playing for 80 runs of 42 balls, and what a stats is that to look at. 7 boundaries and 6 sixes at this point. And I think the previous ball, this one plays towards the long on and mid wicket, and the ball has traveled all the way to the boundary line. I think the soul of Madan Lama has transferred to Bisal Sunar, and Bisal Sunar looks set after watching Madan Lama's play today, and he's set from the pavilion as well. And here's the replay.
The beloved and loved area for Bisal Sunar to do. And as I was saying, that Madan does know that the Bisal is handy to play these kind of shots. And as I was saying, that when he denied that single previously in the over before, was not to disrespect anyway, but to say that I will take the opportunity to score. With Bisal, I met him before Amit before the game, and the toss happened, and then they were gearing up to pad up for their batting inning, and I told him, I appreciate and I'm a big fan of the shots that you play on the onside. You play those massive shots toward the cow corner. I want to talk about it in the commentary today. Can you please display that? And then he just did that. I'm so happy that he did. I mean, not to say anything against or that in favor of any teams that they play, but when this kind of wishes that we have for all and each and every player of the NPL teams, we do not have any biased opinion. It comes off and it just looks beautiful. And Bisal Sunar, that shot was beautiful. Well played, bhai.
And also Sahil Thapa has put the variation of pace on the bowling. On the previous ball that was gone for 6. Before that one, Madan Lama moved a little bit earlier towards the offside, and then the bowler Sahil Thapa utilized that opportunity and gave a slower delivery that had the change of the strike, and there was a left-handed batsman. That was a 6. And then we saw the last and second last delivery of the over as well. They were the slower ones. So I think Sahil Thapa identified the slower ball might slow the batsman or might restrict the batsman from hitting those big shots, and I think that was useful as well.
Yeah, the variation of pace predominantly in the it took a new birth in T20 because its value went number of fold times because wicket becomes uh, less values in T20 cricket because batsmen started thinking of the number of runs that they can maximize on, and that's why the batsmen started taking more chances and try to hit the batsman ball more harder. Completely taken a different turn of events. We can see even in Test cricket how England is playing the baseball in the baseball era, and everything is it's evolving. And T20 is just super evolving because there's so minimum time for the captains of the respective teams as well as players in the field, the bowlers. Every deliveries need to have something different to create any opportunities for those wickets. Oh, that is Plum in front. He missed the ball, and the bowler said, I am hitting the stumps. The pad right in front. Umpire obliges, shakes his head. Is a LBW for Vishal Sunar. Amit, coming back to what we were saying about the game previously, this is the beauty. What do you reckon? All the things that I just mentioned, the perspective from there.
Obviously, Lochan, we watch T20 cricket for those high-scoring runs, big sixes, and the boundaries that batsman plays for. We have Test cricket for the low-scoring matches. We just watch T20. That's the amusement of T20 cricket, where the batsman is under pressure, the bowler is under pressure, and that pressure creates a very good and then fantastic cricket to watch. And there might be some big run scores. There might be some great wickets. There's big efforts from fielders as well. So this combination makes watchable, and that's what we expect from T20 match. So I think everything you said is correct, and that's what we are expecting here as well.
And equally makes it important that the bowlers need to learn their variation. And this is the very reason because the T20 brings the risk and reward, and the risk that the batsman is taking is to try to hit the ball as hard as possible as aerial for the maximum runs they can get, which is 6. So they will be playing it up in the air or try to play it over the fielder. So there is the reward for the bowler is to change in pace and deceive the batsman. A wonderfully ball delivery there from Vivek Kessi using all his experience. Akash Pathak in no shape to pull that shot. I'm waiting for the call. Umpire have called it a wide. That is quite harsh. I do not think that delivery crossed was above the head height for the batsman. This is of a discussion for the main umpire and the leg umpire there while we wait what would be the final call because main umpire doesn't looks happy about it either. So we are waiting. There is no confirmation of a wide.
I think they have decided it to be wide because the main umpire.
So there is a call from the main umpire that it's not a wide, and rightly called because it was quite visible that it was not above the head high, and that is a very good call from the umpire, main umpire, to say tell it to the leg umpire that I've seen it right in front of me, and this time I'm quite sure about it. Full ball outside off stump in the block hole. Driven towards the mid-on with the bottom hand, and they are stealing 2 runs. Beautiful running between the wickets there from Akash Pathak and Madan Lama. Madan Lama, you are doing it good, mate. 82 runs of 45 deliveries into the 18.4th over. You are close to batting this inning. You are in the 19th over, and you are running as hard as a young one who just got into the crease. You are running it too in this late, in this time of the innings. Take a bow, mate.
Obviously, it's a respectful innings and respectful moment for Madan Lama as well. He came in to the crease as a second man, number 2, and he is still batting, the opener batsman. If he could bat until the 20th over, the run score have been retracted, and in last 5 overs, Vibrant Begnas have just scored 39 runs, losing 3 wickets, still with their run rate of 7.8, but the run score that we're expecting around 200, that is not going to be possible from this point. But I still think 180, 185 will be a very good score to chase and very good score for a very good target. Oh, no ball! Wow.
and that should be for the line.
And that's a front foot no ball. Umpires shows a signal, and this is a
That was actually a very good delivery from the bowler, but the line where he stepped further the line where he should not have been, and this has been called a no ball. A free hit at a very crucial time. Madan Lama will love to take a shot at this. Full delivery outside off stump, room given, played disdainfully towards the deep cover area for a boundary. A welcome gift from the bowler for a free hit shot. It was a stand and deliver for Madan Lama, who is now on to 86 of 47 deliveries. Second time today in these two matches we have seen the batsman is close to scoring 100. Amit, what is your call? There is 6 deliveries. Next over, Akash Pathak can probably play the first delivery for a single and bring Madan Lama on strike with 5 deliveries left after that. Will Madan Lama fancy his chance to get those 14 runs?
the way Madan Lama have played 86 runs of 47 balls with a strike rate of 182. That doesn't seem impossible. If the Madan Lama can play even 3 balls in this last over, I think he will be able to get to that point. Six sixes and 8 boundaries, and those boundaries were not even the intentional one. The intention of Madan Lama was to play this shot toward the boundary line and clear the boundary line and play for the sixes. And I remember 3 or 4 of those boundaries were outside edge. That is not intentional. So Madan Lama's intentions are clear. I think he should be able, and that will be a well-deserved 100. He deserves a good 100 at this point of match.
Amit, let's call this. Sanjay Bhatta, like us, will be expecting Akash Pathak to play for a single. This can be a mistake sometime. This has happened with Vibrant before. While playing against the same team, Tilicho Titans, when they were bowling. But this time, yes, they wouldn't mind that. Oh, Madan showing the grit that he wanted to run to. Come on, mate. That is a very nice commitment and the show from display from Madan that how loyal he means for that team. I mean, we could see he was keen to get another single. I mean, make it to a double, and he would still end up as a non-striker and might take a bow. 86 from 47, 5 balls to go. Amit, what are we looking at? Are we looking at 100 finally today? What do you think?
I think we will always be looking at that one. If the ball is in Madan's zone, there's a fielder. Oh, what an unlucky wicket! What a play, Madan Lama. We were expecting 100 from him, but a bit unlucky at this point of the game. Lochan, let's see the
There
replay.
is Madan has played a brilliant inning of 86 runs of 48 deliveries and taken the score above par, at least what we have seen so far in the tournament. 170 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. Sorry, 5 wickets now.
And we can see Madan Lama going back to his teammates and teammates appreciating him with a clap. And what a play Madan Lama has played. Opening batsman scoring 86 runs. Wow.
In comes the new batsman, Vikas Kharel. He is capable. He has actually played a lofted straight drive last week towards long on for a 6, and this is actually a handy shot in terms of the traveling direction of the wind. So let's see Sanjay Bhatta for the spinner, if he can step out or stay in the crease depending on the reading the length of the delivery, he can play that lofted on drive or the off drive straight above the bowler's head, or will he try to drag it towards the on side? Let's see what happens. Amit, any call?
I don't have any preferences from here, but even from this point, Vibrant Begna Stars are in the comfortable situation, 171 runs now and 3 more balls to go. Even if Vibrant Begna scores, I believe Vibrant should score 9 or 10 runs in next 3 deliveries, but even if they are not able to score those 10 runs, they are still in the comfortable situation, and their target is high enough for a chase. And we have seen 160, 155 is a good score. And this goes high. There's a fielder on the mid wicket. He comes in, misjudged, and catch me, I'd say. The batsman, I believe. Oh no, there's a call for third one, but they saw the fielder was there already, and we'll just get two. And here's the replay. Bit inner. He was a little bit quick to run and misses the ball. Here's the fifth ball of the over, and there's a fielder at the point as well. He will take the catch. Akash Pathak. What an unfortunate last over for Vibrant Begna Stars. The run flow we're expecting in the last over, that's not possible here. And Ruby Holmes Tiliju Titans are on the heavier side for the final over. What do you think, Lochan? Was this expected from you?
Sanjay Bhatta showing his class as a bowler, bowling the last over as in spinner, especially to the right-hand batsmen that he bowled to, who are big hitters, and still managing not to let them play those lofted drives towards the deep long off or long on. Sanjay Bhatta has done really well. The incoming batsman, is, I am guessing, is Vivek, but we will update you soon. Akash Pathak was the batsman going out. Sanjay Bhatta just does the test bowling called a dead ball. I think he is Vivek. Yes, Vivek Devkota confirms the Cricket Heroes app for me. And Vivek Devkota on the strike for the last delivery. He can give a big work, and he goes straight, he goes handsome, and he ends the inning with a massive six for the first ball of his inning and the last ball of this inning. Well done, Vivek Devkota. Here, Vibrant Begna Stars and the
Welcome back to the second half of the second match of the fourth week of Nepal's Premier League Season 3. Vibrant Begnar Stars and Ruby Homes Tilichur Titans are playing against each other. Batting first, Vibrant Begnar Stars have put the score of 179 runs, losing 6 wickets in 20 overs. The target of 180 is to be chased by the Ruby Homes Tilichur Titans, and we're almost ready to start the second half of the match. We're ready to start the second innings from here, and in the commentary box is Ajay Dai with me. Welcome back, Ajay Dai.
Thank you very much. It was a very interesting inning by Vibrant. Those two half-century by Madan and Bisal was interesting, and the whole game, the dynamic of the game was changed completely. And the rest of the tail end, so the middle and the tail enders couldn't do much compared to how it was started. You could have a different score to be around 200, close to 200, I guess, the way Madan and Bisal were carrying. And then once, if they and the rest of the team would have given a support, it was close to 200, but we didn't see that total. But having said that, 179 is a huge total. Looking forward to the rest of it.
Obviously, the number 2, Madan Lama and Bisal Thapa played for 135 runs partnership, and that's how Vibrant Begnar Stars have been able to put that score of 179 on the board. And at some point, when these two batsmen were playing, when Madan Lama just completed his 50 and Bisal Thapa was playing for 41, 42 runs, it seemed like Vibrant Begnar Stars is gonna cross that 200 mark, and a 200 mark is a big one in T20 cricket. All the teams want to cross that mark, but Vibrant were a little bit unfortunate. Saroj Thapa came in when Bisal had to go back to the pavilion. Saroj Thapa went back for 1 run. Bisal Sunar just scored 7. Akash Pathak. Rest of the lineup just looks like a telephone number here. So that is a bit unfortunate, but still 180 runs in this ground is a big score, and there's a long way to go for Ruby Homes Tilichur Titans as well. And we'll have to see how Ruby Homes' strategy are going from here. 180 runs are to score. Rahul Shrestha and Kiran Pandya are the opening batsmen, and Nitesh Thapa will be the first bowler, the opening bowler for Vibrant Begnar Stars.
Yep, Nitesh on the first ball. Right on the stump line. There's no runs. Straight to the fielder.
Yeah, that was a good bowling as well, and better batting. He was just trying to clear the third man fielder, and yeah, we're on the power plays. The second ball of the first over, and just clears the inner circle fielder. There's a fielder on the point, on the boundary line. Will still second run as well. What a way to start. Rahul Shrestha off the mark now.
Very interesting field here. It's just a square both end, I guess. We just have to see how Nitesh is going to bowl on this.
Oh, nice bowling. Just gets beaten. He was just trying to play that ball towards the point, and I think Nitesh is bowling to the field setup they have planned. There's the square leg fielder on the boundary line and the point fielder on the boundary line. Everyone else is inside the circle.
Good bowling.
So far, so good. 4 balls and just 2 runs scored on the very first over. Oh, just clears that third man, clears that fielder inside the circle. This is what Rahul Shrestha was looking forward from the very first ball, and he succeeds this time. A very good way to start a boundary for the team as well. And oh, 180 runs, how hard is it going to be for Ruby Homes Tilichur Titans, especially on the sunny weather like today?
Vibrant was a bit slow start, to be honest. They had very slow start, and the first wicket was pretty quick. Looking at that, it's a bit slow start again from Ruby as well. So you can. It's not that it's not achievable. You just have to see the first the opening and the couple of batsmen who have to see the same kind of ball and outside the width, and the width was given enough to, and the batsman hit the ball to the boundary. So again, similar stroke, similar placement, and the result is the same.
And a boundary to end the first over. It's 10 runs without any loss for Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans. And yes, obviously 180 runs is not the unachievable one, because Vibrants have been at that point. So it is possible in this ground, but it's just to see how Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans batsmen are looking forward to play this match, if they are going to be aggressive from the very first over. They were not aggressive on the very first over. They were a little bit wise. Rahul Shrestha was targeting that third man area from the very first ball, and he was successful to play that just open the face of the bat for a couple of times, and both of the times the ball traveled all the way to the boundary line. So I think they are just trying to find the gap on the field and play towards that, and we'll have to see how Kiran Pandey plays as well, because he has not been able to play even a single ball in the first over. So Rahul Shrestha was playing those 6 balls, so Kiran Pandey will face the very first ball in the second over. Crick Heroes is a little bit slow. Anurag Oli is the new bowler, and Kiran Pandey will be facing his very first ball of the innings. And Rahul Shrestha is the reason, because he scored 10 runs in the very first over. A really good play. Just opened his bat's face and tried to play towards the point. There was a fielder. I think he's just trying to get set at this point.
The fielding setup has been slightly changed on this over. Again, the square was deep for the square area, but that went to the boundary. That's 4 run for him. It was a short ball, and he pulled it very well. The 2 fielder outside the boundary, one is on long on, and the other one is in square. But the square fielder couldn't really grab the ball prior to crossing the boundary, so it's a 4 run for that.
Obviously, a good play by the batsman towards the square leg. The square leg fielder was just standing where the boundary was scored in the previous ball, but he was moved before the bowling, and that is a little bit unfortunate for the captain and the bowler as well. So we'll have to see how Kiran Pandey wants to play this third ball of the second over. And it's a little bit wide. The umpire will signal a wide. Obviously, he's just trying to make the batsman play towards the offside, where all the fielders are placed. We can see the fielding. There's a mid wicket there's a square leg fielder on the boundary line, and there's a long on fielder on place. And will not be any runs. It will just go to the fielder. The fielder will stop the ball.
I love that the previous ball, not the last one, the prior to that, be more straight to the stumps area, because you got a long on deep here, so to cover the boundary. So we'd love to see that straight, quick over, let's say the square there. Try to pull the ball on onside, but straight to the fielder. I think it's more fuller length towards the stump, and expect the batsman to do something wrong there. Again, the ball went towards the boundary for single. Now they try to take 2 runs there, and they can. So it's a 2 run again on board by Kiran Pandey. He moved to run. He scored to 6. There's 2 more balls to go to complete this over. At this stage, Ruby Home 17 runs with 0 wickets.
Obviously, a really good start, I should say. 17 runs of our last 11 balls. Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans is playing really good. Kiran Pandey and Rahul Shrestha
This is 2 was 17 for 0 for Ruby Holmes. The current run rate is 8.5. The require is 9.06 to be more specific.
And Nitesh Thapa is the batsman bowler coming back for the attack on the third over as well. We'll have to see how Rahul Pandey will be treating him. The first over was played by Rahul Pandey himself, and Kiran Pandey played the very second over. Both of the batsmen, the strategy of both of the batsmen look completely set, and they are just playing towards the planning of the match. Nitesh to Rahul Shrestha. Second ball of the third over, tries to play towards the mid-wicket. A little bit of outside ace, and the ball travels all the way to the boundary line. The ball travels towards the fine leg. There's no fielder in the fine leg area. The only fielder that might have been able to get that was the square leg fielder, but nope, there's no chance. How do you see these boundaries, Ajay Adai?
It's a welcome boundary for the Ruby Holmes, no doubt. All we have to say is how Nitesh is going to perform from here on. Any boundary, any runs, it's good for Ruby, and it'll be very interesting for the team. It's just the opening PA so far. It's 21. We're currently 9 runs per over.
Yeah, obviously the current run rate is 9 and the required run rate is 9 as well. So it's just on the line, just playing as required. Ruby Holmes still is your Titans batsman. They don't look that rushed as well, but they are still playing wisely and scoring those boundaries, just finding the gap on the field. So fourth ball of the third over, steps a little bit back and plays it towards the cover. The fielder is chasing it, will just get to the ball. Couple of runs scored, are very wise runs. I would say Rahul Shrestha and Kiran Pandey are not trying that much to score the runs. They're not trying that hard to score the boundaries, but they are still getting it because they are planting the ball. They are just pointing the ball towards the gaps, and that's how the runs are scored. They are just showing how the cricket is played wisely and intelligent enough. And this one again, they were just trying to clear those two fielders in between on the third man and point, but they are not able to. But still, a very good play.
Look, to be honest, if I was Nitesh bowling there, I would have put fuller length straight to the bat and get the long on back to the boundary and put the square at the back. See, it's just playing it. They know that they're playing pretty well on the offside square. It's cutting it those little bits and pieces. So, if I was Nitesh, I would bowl full length to the stump, and I would put one in a deep, one in long off. Let him pull the ball if he can. If not, then all the ball goes to the long on. So, but I don't know. He's just weighing. The way he put the fielder is different than how he was bowling it, to be honest.
Yeah, obviously. But I would appreciate the batsman Rahul Shrestha. He's just playing it. He's just finding the gaps, and he knows where the fielders are, and he's just playing with that. I think the bowler Nitesh Thapa will have to read the mind of Rahul a little bit, try to read the mind, and then bowl where it is required. Otherwise, Rahul is just going to point the bat, and we have seen a few times, and the ball has traveled all the way to the boundary line.
See the fielder here, but they got 3 fielders outside the line. He has to pull long on back onto the boundary. But I would love to put the square off back to the boundary, and let's play with the square onside and the long on to the boundary. It'll be a very interesting field for the batsman to come and start hitting, and then that's where the bowler can get some wickets as well.
Let's see how the match goes. Oh, just plays towards the point. There's a fielder. It's a new bowler in Anurag Oli with the 4th over, his 2nd over of this spell. Ruby Holmes Tilija Titans are 27 runs without any loss after 3.1 overs. What a good play they have performed. They still have a long way to go. And again, plays the same sort, same place, same slot, and the same fielder. And the result is same, will be a dot ball. Oh, straight to the hands of Nitesh. Wow, what a play. The batsman was just trying to play straight, but he just couldn't place it towards the gap that was in between the fielders in the straight line. Nitesh Thapa was ready for that. It looked like he already knew the ball is going to come to him. What a dive by Nitesh, and what a catch overall. A great catch, I would say, Ajay. That is a good one, and the good first success for Vibrant Beginner Stars. Anurag Oli is the bowler to give the breakthrough, but I would appreciate Nitesh equally.
Absolutely, that was a very good piece of bowling, and the fielding especially. Kudos to the fielder. He was there on the right time, and it was a very good catch as well. Low, dive in, and he would. It's a very good fielder as well. This, to be honest, and it's a wicket for Vibrant. It's 3.3 overs, 27 runs, losing 1 wicket.
And also, Nitesh Thapa and Anurag Oli are the bowlers doing their spell. So I would say both of the bowlers are doing their job. Even Nitesh have done that on the fielding side, but still he has done a good job. He has not been that good on the efficiency. He has given 20 runs in a couple of overs with the economy of 10 runs, but still he's a good fielder. He has done the job for the captain. Anurag Oli will be over the clouds at this point. He has given that breakthrough, a must require breakthrough for Vibrant Beginner Stars. Anurag Oli, appreciated bowler. New batsman in is Yuvraj Jaisi, and Anurag Oli showing his skills to Yuvraj Jaisi by beating him. Yuvraj was just trying to play towards the point. Fifth ball. Outside edge. He won't be that lucky as Rahul Shrestha was. Will just get the fielder, won't be any runs. Yuvraj Jaisi is just getting set on the field, just trying to get and know the line and length, how Anurag is bowling and how the pitch is acting at this point. Just came in. And the last ball of fourth over. Just tries, plays it towards the fine leg. The fielder won't be. The ball deflected, and I think the fielder is there in the right time. Is it? The umpire will obviously. A very good over by Anurag Oli. Just given 2 runs on that last ball of previous over. Anurag Oli stats look 2 overs, 9 runs and 1 wicket with the economy of 4.50. And on the other hand, Rahul Shrestha is playing with 20 runs for 12 balls and 4 boundaries. What a good play with a strike rate of 166. It will be amazing, and it will be wonderful to see how Rahul Shrestha is trying to go forward from this point, because he has already lost his opening partner, and we have seen that in the first innings as well. Madan Lama lost his opening partner, but he played all the way towards the end of the match, and he was able to put Vibrant Beginner Stars on the comfortable score zone of 179. I would say it's just all the credit doesn't go to Madan Lama only, but most of the credit goes to Madan Lama, and that is a partnership for this second wicket that Madan Lama and Bisal Thapa did, 135 runs. So I will have to ask the question, are we going to see the same kind of a partnership between Rahul Shrestha and Yuvraj Jaisi? What do you think, Ajay?
I hope. We're willing to see that partnership. We want to see this game in interesting mode, regardless of the result. There was a dot ball, very well bowled by Anup Oli. He's a very experienced campaign, and he's been bowling really well for the last few years. Well, from the start as well of his career. It was up and down, but eventually he has that caliber to turn the games upside down when he needs it.
Yeah, obviously, I think the captain himself, Captain Saroj, identified the capability in him and brought him to ball the fifth over. This ball traveled towards the fine leg. The fielder won't be able to chase that ball this time. It will be a very good boundary for Rahul Shrestha. And as we were talking about, Rahul Shrestha might be a second Madan Lama for this match. And yeah, and talking about Anup Oli, he's equally capable, and I think the captain wanted to give that break to Nitesh after even like Nitesh was a little bit expensive. He gave 20 runs of those 2 overs. I think that's why the captain decided to bring in Anup Oli for the fifth over.
There you go. That was interesting shot straight to the batsman, just for us. Dot ball. I think with Oli, I think he's very good with the couple of Yorkers as well, and some of the balls it just swings in. It's quite crucial, to be honest, during the match. So let's see what he's gonna do on this case. He doesn't have any protection on the leg side. That's straight on the air. That's a run out chances, and that's it.
That's
very
a direct
good.
hit. Wow, and the leg umpire raises his finger. That's a wicket. Wow, what a... And here's the replay of that. A little bit, we couldn't capture the run-out moment, but still, that is a great one to watch. That is a very good one, Ajay Dai. And I think this will be the crucial one for both of the teams. It will be a good for Vibrant Vigna Stars, and I think that might change the game for Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans as well. Like there might be some restrictions, or like they might be a little bit backwards. They might want to go a little bit slow from this point. But Rahul Shrestha is still there.
Rahul is there, and we got a new batsman in, Saha. So I think he has the caliber. He has taken his team to the victory from the start single-handedly. So he has that caliber as well. Both of the batsmen on the crease had those caliber to bring those big scores, but we just have to see the temperament today.
Obviously, Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans lost 2 wickets in last 10 balls on the very second ball of the previous over. And just before this
Fast ball straight to the gap, to the boundary, straight away. Size on the business now. He knows what he wants.
And it's a no ball as well. Did he?
Yeah,
Did the umpire?
I think he did the no ball sign.
And here's the... It's a free hit, yeah. I was not wrong. I just cautious if I saw the no ball or he was just giving the boundary signal. Yes, it is a no ball, and what a boundary on that no ball, and there will be still a chance for the batsman. There will be a free hit. He can play that shot. He can play however he wants. He's not able to make any opportunities of that free hit.
Well, he got the fast ball to the boundary, which is a great sign that he's on the form. So he has that positive attitude on the field today. Straight away, ground shot straight onto the boundary.
And I just trying to talk about that boundary that the batsman hit just before this on the no ball. The sound on that, how the bat contacted the ball, that was a very sweet one, and then it was great to listen to as well.
Absolutely. So that's the end of the over. All is over, and after completing 5th over, it's 38 runs for losing 2 wickets. Ruby, their current run rate is 7.6. The required run rate is 9.47. So, still they're on the money. It just they have to maintain this current run rate for a bit longer, and then after that they should start hitting the big shots.
Obviously, that should be the strategy from Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. They were unbeaten for first two matches. And they lost the previous week match, and it will be interesting to see if they will be able to get that victory line back in this match, or they will lose this one as well. But still, it is a great start for Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. They are the new team in this season of Nepalese Premier League. They are the new franchisee for the third season. So that is a great start for Ruby Homes in the season overall, starting with a couple of victories. And there was a loss last week, but that was not that bad play, but that is just a little bit unfortunate for the team.
So true. There you go. First ball wide and extra runs. So there's a 2 runs on the first ball.
The extras are coming easily, and the bowlers will need to be in the discipline, because Karel is the new bowler in for the 6th over and starts with a wide. So I think both of the bowlers, not both of the bowlers, all the bowlers will need to be a little bit in the discipline.
Oh, there was a lofted straight on the fielder. That between the gaps of the fielder, bisecting the fielder, that's travel to the boundary. It's a boundary.
And here's the replay. And we're talking about extras, Azizai. In the previous innings, there were 9 wide balls and 3 no balls. And in this one, we have seen 3 wide balls and 1 no ball already. So I think the bowler from the both of the teams will have to be a little bit disciplined, and will have to try to get those extra runs in the control. So yeah, all the bowlers, I think the discipline is the key. That's what I have to say. I don't have much to say after looking at those extra runs.
No, I think with the batsman here, Subasa is very strong on offside. So I think the offside field has been very tight now. So let's have to see. Wait, straight to the fielder. That's a very good fielding and smart fielding setup by the captains. He understands that most of the runs been scored on the offside by Subas. So he has extra short field on offside just to cover to stop the and then he pulled towards the leg side for boundary.
And if he clears the inner circle fielder, it's gonna be a boundary. And he knew that this is a power play. There can only be 2 fielders outside the inner circle. And that's how they got that boundary. A very good play by Subhas Saha. He just came in, and I think he's already set to help his partner Rahul Shrestha. We're still looking for that partnership we saw. We're still looking for that same caliber partnership we saw in the previous innings between Bisal and Madan. So we'll still have to see if Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans are capable of doing that. But Subhas Saha, we have to appreciate him. 12 runs scored from 8 balls, and all those 12 runs are from 3 boundaries. That's a good play by Subhas Saha so far. And both of the batsmen at the point, Rahul Shrestha scored 24 of 16, and Subhas Saha scored 12 of 8. Both of the batsmen are playing with 150 strike rate. A very good single to end the over. The runs after 6 over is 49 for the loss of 2 wickets. Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans still need 131 runs of 84 balls. The required run rate have climbed up to 9.36 now. The current run rate still is somewhere around 8 runs per over. In last 5 overs, Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans scored 39 runs after losing 2 wickets, and quite an unfortunate wickets for them. Rahul Shrestha and Subhas Saha batting on the crease with a great strike rate. It's up to these 2 batsmen if they are able to possess that strong partnership as we saw in the first innings. There might be some differences seen in the field. There might be some competitive run scores to be seen from Ruby Homes Tiliju Titans as well. And I have Lochan, the competitive commentator, back in the commentary box. Welcome back, Lochan.
Uh, thanks for the thanks for the welcome.
And I should
Amit.
say competitive and analytical as well, because Lochan knows lots of the players personally and professionally as well. He knows how the players play, and he is actually able to predict the ball before it's being balled as well. And he predicts the baller's ball, and he predicts how the batsman is going to play that as well. So that's the beauty of Lochan here in the commentary box.
You're making me blush now, Amit. Nicely played with the open face for a single towards the um, point area, placed between the point and the gully, an easy run stolen. Batsmen like Subhash Saha and Rahul Shrestha, we can expect them to play with the field and create those opportunities for singles and doubles in between maybe one boundary every over or maybe two boundaries every 3 over as late they can be. As long as they can rotate the strike, this will keep the scoreboard ticking. And Amit, this will create the partnership that they very much desire, because in terms keep the run rate and scoreboard ticking until the 15th over, they will fancy their chances of that 9.5 runs and over or 10 runs and over by then required. A 5 over a 50. Ah, lofted. This is a miscued shot. Nitesh comes in, close-ins, drops the catch while he hold on to the catch, but while he is falling on the ground, putting that diving effort, Nitesh couldn't keep the ball in his hand. Amit missed opportunity there where he exceptionally took that first catch for the Ruby Holmes in the power play. Nitesh Thapa had made off diving towards the left. Him being a left-hander took a really impressive catch, but unfortunate that he couldn't hold on to this one. A hard task for this one as well.
Yeah, that is the wicket of Kiran Pandya that Nitesh Thapa took the catch, but a little bit unfortunate in this one as well. And this goes high as well. There's a chance. There's a fielder coming under it and takes it. Rahul Shrestha is the man to go back at this point. From this point, Rahul Shrestha, after scoring 26 runs of 19 balls, he will have to go back. And the reason behind this is Anup Oli. He takes the wicket. He does the job for the captain. Wow, what a play! What a cricket is going! What a cricket going on here! Because at some point we saw Rahul Shrestha might be able to make that partnership with Subhash Saha, but the fall of wicket for Ruby Homes Tiliju Titans are back to back at this point. 3 wickets gone now for 52 runs after 6.4 overs. What a match we are looking at here. Lochan, what do you think of the match so far?
Look, what impresses me, I know you. Um, the batsman, he knows the batsman from his team capitalized on bowling full, and the batsman took the opportunities to play the straight shot towards long off and long on in the first inning from the Vibrant Stars to post the score of 170 runs. So Anup is well aware that he needs to control his length today, and he has been well into the rhythm from the last 2 games actually, bowling outside off stump and in that channel. He is being smart today, just not bowling into the reach of the batsman itself. And which
Obviously.
is why he has become more successful, because he is deceiving in, like how Rahul got out there, is deceiving, being successful to deceive him, that to give him that opinion that the ball is there to be hit and to be lofted. The ball is just a little tad short that the ball climbs onto the bat, and instead of hitting the middle, it hits the little more top of the bat, so which means the ball will not travel the distance. It will only travel in the air, and opportunity was created there for Nitesh, who missed it. But the very next ball, it was nicely floated up. Um, Variation in the pace, and the line goes slightly outside, and that create the fall shot for that edge of that uneven bounce, and again from the sort of a length delivery to make the false attempt from the batsman to play for a lofted or a expensive drive, and eventually being caught at the gully for a simple catch. It speaks the volume of how Anup Oli, the bowler, has been able to implement it and showcase that talent. And then thinking behind it is for us to read there, read between the just the behavioral changes in terms of bowler delivering the ball and making the decision what ball to bowl. And it's quite pleasing, Amit. Um,
Obviously, so the both of the batsmen who were playing, Rahul Shrestha and Subhash Shah, were playing so beautifully, but the fall of Rahul Shrestha was a little bit unfortunate here. And here is a hard-working man who is bringing all the beautiful pictures to you. We can see the person on the screen. If I can request Ramda if he's able to get the guy on the picture as well. Sujan Chapagai is the man. He's taking those beautiful shots that you see on NPL Australia Facebook page after the match. The beautiful shots, beautiful pictures of all the players. And I saw a picture of mine as well on the Facebook page last week. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Are grateful to his work. Here runs in Anis. First,
He's still trying to ball his first ball.
was it a first legal delivery? That's what
No,
I'm
no,
waiting.
it's
now.
three
So
consecutive. About the extra runs in the innings, the previous innings had 9 white balls and 3 no balls. So that was 12 extra runs in the previous innings, and in this innings we have seen already a lot of extras. I'm just trying to get the stats: 7 extras, 6 white balls, and 1 no ball. And Anis Babu finally is able to bowl the first legal ball in this innings, so this over. So captain won't be happy with those extras, but will still be happy with the first legal ball he had bowled. No runs of that one. And I was looking on the stats, my eye just caught that one. For the fall of Rahul Shrestha, the wicket, the bowler was Anup Oli, and the player to catch it was Anurag Oli. So Oli brothers doing the job for the captain. So that's a little bit of coincidence. I'm just pointing
yeah,
out.
the Oli associates come together for the rescue for the Polak and team. Um, Bowler runs in. I would say, and that's a misfield there. Polak, Saras Patak will dive in, but cannot stop that ball from going past the boundary. Misfield.
We're not here for Oli Associates, but Vibrant Education is there. Ruby Homes is there. Piranha Homes are there. Like, there are lots of sponsors for Nepalese Premier League Season 3 here, but obviously we're talking about Vibrance Education. Vibrance have sponsored Vibrant. No, Begnas, there's a big appeal. There's obviously, I think the pad was there, but I don't know if the bat had a contact.
I think
A little bit.
batsman Subhash Shah got really lucky here. That ball, where I was watching, if has not got any inside edge, would have hit one of the wood, and more likely the leg stump. Beautiful piece of bowling. Straight drive, whacked, and a good piece of fielding from the captain, Mr. Saros Patak, on the screen for you gentlemen. What a fielding effort from the captain there, defending 117 runs. It's not an easy task. Of course, Ruby, Home Stilitsa Titans will make it look possible where Subhash Saha and Sanjay Bhatta are building this partnership. Saros Patak, the opponent captain.
And on the screen, we have Lakshmi Home Loans, the sponsor for Nepal's Premier League. Lakshmi Home Loans, if you need some good advice, if you need some home loan, if you're building some home, you can contact Lakshmi Home Loans. And also, we have Fishtail Homes, where you can build the home. So Lakshmi Homes get the loan, Fishtail Homes build the house for you. And there's a canteen we can see behind the Lakshmi Homes gazebo. If you want good momos, you can come to the ground and you'll get the taste of good cricket as well. So two best taste in the town. Here in Nugget Beams Reserve, Noraland Vale, you can get good momos and good cricket here. If you are free on Sundays, you can come here, you can watch the cricket. We're bringing this live broadcast to you as well if you're not able to come to the ground. This is Nepal's Premier League Season 3. And this is the 4th week of Nepal's Premier League Season 3. We are here, and Nepal's Premier League is brought to you by title sponsors are Fishtail Homes, supported by Canna. Media partner is Nepali News. Vibrant Education, Ray Properties, Pirana, and Ruby Homes are the team sponsors here. So it's a good piece of cricket coming here with the support of all these companies, all these supporters. We are really lucky here. What do you think, Lochan?
I feel blessed to be part of this wonderful group of cricket lovers, the passionate cricket enthusiasts who has made this possible. Not just the tournament to be played for the players who play here and us, the lovers, to be part of this process, but at the same time to bring this live at the comfort of your couch or your home or anywhere you are at, listening to us in your car or a drive to work or wherever you be. We thank you for tuning in and connecting with us, and we thank the work behind all our sponsors, financially making it possible, to our human resources, Karan Shrestha, Ram Dai, Saros Dai, the valuable umpires. We have Susan Chapagai on camera, who bring us all those match pictures. Sakar Dai is here as well. And then in the commentary panel, I have Ajay Dai and me and Amit constantly bringing you the live narration of this game. Yeah, Amit, I feel blessed to be part of this team and coming, some way I could provide my help to boost the game, that the sports that we love, and bring the community together. And we thank you from bottom of our heart that you are, the live audiences are the core of this system, because this is how we flourish for you to bring this game live and narrate this story and be the part of our that we highly cherish. So yeah, I appreciate it, Amit.
Obviously, Lochan, we have a big team who are bringing you live broadcast on your televisions, on your computer screens, or your mobile phone screens as well. You're watching us live on NPL Australia YouTube account. If you are missing the match, if you want to be a part of live match, you can come here to Nugget Beams Reserve, Noraland Vale. On Sundays, we start our first match at 9 o'clock, and there's 2 matches played every week. Obviously, Loch and all the audience will be really happy to watch NPL Australia live wherever they are. After 9 overs, Ruby Holmes Tilichu Titans are 63 runs for the loss of 3 wickets, and I'm pretty much sure audience will like to listen to your soothing voice, your analysis, and all those stuffs. I'll just leave the last over before the drinks break to you. I'll just be back after the drinks. Is that okay, Lochan?
You are very much welcome. For any breaks you need, Amit, we are here to help each other way out through this game while we bring this live to our audiences. Let me phrase this. Ruby Holmes still is the Titans definitely have lost 3 wickets, but there is a very potent, just when I'm saying potent, and the potential is right there, playing the shot, one of the safest shot in cricket to play above the head of the bowler. Anis Babu Jaiswal with his pace and a little bit wayward the way he started. When he bowled his first over, ladies and gentlemen, if you would have noticed, he bowled the first 3 deliveries were illegal, were wides. That means batsmen would fancy that he would be a little bit low on confidence. Definitely he came back well after that, but that means he will be the bowler of attack. That you they will look. And then as I say that, umpire widens his hands to make a signal like Saruk Khan does in Kal Ho Na Ho, where he says it's a wide. So Anis Babu Jaiswal have only considered 10 runs, but out of them is 4 is at least a wide. So Anis is quite susceptible to not have that control. Lofted delivery played towards the extra cover region. Fielder will cut it up for 1 run. That takes the score of Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans to 65 runs at the loss of 3 wickets. 4 balls to go if no wickets fall within them before the drinks break. Into the 10th over and 4 balls to go. Let me remind you, all the audiences, that even Vibrant at the end of 10 overs and at the drinks break were standing just around that run score of 70. And that's when, in the commentary panel, while we were ending the drinks break, Ajay Dai mentioned that Vibrant will fancy of scoring at least another close to 100 runs to get around 160, 170. And rightfully, Vibrant managed to do that thanks to the brilliant inning from Madan Lama in the first inning. So here comes Anis Babu Jaiswal running in. 3 more balls in the 10th over. Driven and dragged towards the wide long on for single. Brings Sanjay Bhatta back on strike. Sanjay has been quite slow in terms of run making. Only a mere strike rate of 33.33, which is more of a show in a test cricket, but definitely not in NPL and the T20 format we play in. Sanjay Bhatta, if you can listen to us, yes, do whatever you can, mate, to up the net run rate for your team and then up your strike rate. Sanjay Bhatta, let's call it out, ladies and gentlemen. I have picked a few of the players that I will make a little fun about in the commentary for this season, and Sanjay Bhatta stands tall in that list with few of the dolly catches dropped. Subhash Shah swings his bat into the wide gap of long on and deep midwicket. He is doing what he does the best. He is the star batsman for the team. And before we call it any further, that's end of 10 overs. If I'm not wrong, Ruby Holmes stand at 73 for 3 and Vibrant Begna Stars as well when they were scoring that 179 runs in the inning. While they were standing scoring those runs, even Vibrant Begna Stars at the end of 10 overs were close to 73 runs. So we will see you at the other side after the drinks break. This game is finely poised for the Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans. Here is our umpires walking back towards the commentary area for their most uh, deserved and much deserved break, the drinks break, where they will rehydrate themselves and get themselves ready to go umpire the last proceeding and the last half, the last 10 overs of the match. We appreciate both the umpires and their commitment towards this game, where they have been a very honest and humble addition to this game that we bring you live from the ground. At 73 for 3, Ruby Tilicho Titans is on a drinks break. I will see you soon on the other side. Thank you for tuning in and stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 73 for 3 after 10 overs. Drinks break. We bring you the live broadcast of this game. Main umpire Rizwan ready on the non-striker's end, and Nitesh ready for his second spell. Slightly expensive in his first. Nicely floated outside up stump. Sanjay Bhatta sees it go to the keeper's clubs. No shots offered. He's not happy. He asking for a wide from the Rizwan. Rizwan says, nah, mate, you just left it too close.
Obviously, and to the leg, and the batsman places to the fine leg. There's no fielder in the boundary line. Is for Sanjay Vatta. Is that Sanjay Vatta?
Yes, and Sanjay Bhatta, with his potential as a batsman, doesn't need a second invitation. And I often say it, if you are a bowler, you are past the power play. You are defending a run target of such a high margin where the required run rate for the opponent now is close to 11 runs and over. You bowling to a right-hander, you need to have enough protection on the onside for the right-hander too. And
And even
beautifully played by there, sorry Amit, by
uh,
Sanjay Bhatta there.
yeah, and even the bowling was, I don't think that was towards the fielding, that was against the fielding, and then he got punished for that. And this one, this is with the fielding, how the field setup is there, and really good bowling. A little bit of misunderstanding, hit of a movement between the two fielders, but
Yeah, and it's visible with Whitey's long off. Saurabh Pathak as captain there, placed himself there. And then we've got, I think, Vivek in the cover, deep cover boundary. He is supposed to float that delivery outside fourth and fifth stump. And just like that, batsman will play straight to him or cover or anything explosive shots that attacking shots would only be covered by Saurabh Pathak and Vivek at the boundary. When he bowled that ball into the pads of Sanjay Bhatta, um, what he did is he compensated the delivery that he bowled earlier. And the earlier delivery was wide outside off stump, who was barely called wide, who the batsman was not happy about it, and it plays to his head. So that is very important for a bowler, especially bowling to defend a target, to not get carried away with all these kind of things. 10.5 overs, 77 runs. Sanjay Bhatta would be looking at an opportunity to score runs. He need to get off the blocks. From 33 strike rate, he has got up to 53. So that needs to get better and better. And we do expect in this pitch, the more the batsmen spend the time, they will get a better in the strike rate. Just like that, he can time it. Place it straight to the long on fielder, but for an easy single. And he will keep the strike. End of 11th over, 77 runs. 78 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. Ruby Holmes still is a Titans, is setting up for a target of 102 runs required of the 9 overs left in this second inning of the second match of the day. And this is finely poised in terms of the number of wickets left and the overs to come. Bowler coming in is another spinner and looks like Anurag Oli. And on strike is the batsman Sanjay Bhatta. Will he take a chance against him? He goes for a sweep and towards the backward square leg, but there is protection and just a single considered. Well bowled. Amit, how do you look at the opportunity here? Will Tilitsa Titans be able to hold their nerves to take this game closer?
I think Tilija Titans will try to hit some big shots from here onwards. Subhas Saha have already played 20 balls, and Sanjay Bhatt, on the other hand, have played 17 deliveries. So I think we should be able to see some big hits at this point. And from the bowler's perspective, from the fielding team perspective, it looks clear that they just want the batsman to play towards the offside and then just restrict them from scoring runs. The leg side, there's a fielder on the square leg, there's a fielder on the mid wicket, and there's a long on fielder on the boundary line. So I think they're just not trying to, this is a misfield. Oh, but the batsman slipped on the pitch. So there's no harm done with this misfield. Yeah. So talking about that one, so field setup looks like the captain obviously wants the batsman to play towards the offside and will try to get some wickets from there. And this is what we're talking about. The batsman was forced to play the soft.
And Subhas trying to generate more pace into the ball, trying to hit it hard, played onto the stumps, and that will mean he will go. And in comes the batsman, Hemant Acharya on screen, the starlight batsman, as well as the bowler, as well as the captain of Ruby Home still is a Titans. He will be the signing star that most of the burden of scoring these 99 runs will pass on to the shoulders of Hemant Acharya, the captain, where Sanjay Bhatta will continue to provide that cushion for him to build the partnership. The attacking approach, will Hemanta take the attacking approach to make this score anywhere possibly chaseable, is the things to be seen.
And I think the struggling side from this point will be Ruby Homes, the Leisure Titans, because they have only been able to score just 29 runs in last 5 overs and lost their 2 wickets. So that is the crucial part to see here. The current run rate is on 6.85 as well, but in last 5 overs the run rate is 5.80. So I think the fall of wicket have really impacted Ruby Homes' run flow, but we still have to see if Sanjay Vatta and Hemanta can do something different from this point and try to accelerate and just push the accelerator on their run flow. So that's the most required one. After 12 overs, there are 82 runs for the loss of 4 wickets, and the required run rate has climbed up to 12.25. They at least need a couple of runs each ball from this point.
Yeah, well, if we go with the required run rate, it's pretty much at minimum of 2 runs per ball. Having said that, Hemant, with the head that he has got as a batsman above his shoulder, as well as Sanjay Bhatta, they have seen their teams, respective teams that they play throughout the year long. Like Hemanta represents Lumini Cricket Club, and Sanjay in NCA represents Laliguras Cricket Club. At the same time, also based in Canberra, plays for a team in Canberra. So these players, they have the guts, they have the skill set, and they know, they have the temperament to how this chase can be directed in the direction that it will come out in the winning side for their respective teams. So this is a bit of a good competition there. Simanta is the bowler coming in. He also represents Lumini Cricket Club in NCA. So this is a favorable scenario for Hemanta, that he has faced numerous times Simanta Adhikari in nets, but at the same time he will also be wary about how cunning and smart and how deceptive Simanta can be. Let's see what could be the outcome. I do see a fine gap, and just when I was saying about it, I was talking about behind the wicket with Simi, there is a overthrow, and that will get them few more runs, one for sure, and Hemant is sent back by Sanjay Bhatta, and he will keep the strike. So 3 runs scored off that delivery. The shot towards the point fetched Hemant 3 runs. Sanjay brings Sanjay Bhatta on strike.
Obviously, Lawson, it will be interesting to see from here how these two batsmen will carry the burden that they have. And plays towards the mid-wicket, clears the inner circle fielder. There's no one on the boundary line to stop that ball, Sanjay.
Bit of a, I mean, it would be little harsh to say, but it's bit of a nowhere kind of a field setup in terms of how potent Simanta is. I mean, now he has got a DP square leg in place for that very shot that he came before. I mean, Sanjay played before. Sanjay keeps the strike. Oh, the ball flies through the keeper's hand. The culprit might be Bisal Thapa, who was the star of the keeper. So a missed opportunity. Sanjay Bhatta will handsomely be happy about this boundary, whereas Simanta, very most often the case in past few weeks as well, the opportunities he creates, the catches that he creates gets dropped, and then he ends up in the highly economical areas in terms of giving away the runs. Again, another beautiful delivery. Batsman nowhere close to play that shot. Wild whack.
And talking about Simanta Adhikari, we saw the very first ball, there was an overthrow. Second one went for a boundary because there was no fielder on the boundary line nearby to catch it. And the third one, there was a missed opportunity. Keeper missed it and went for a boundary. And this one, it is close to the stumps, but unlucky.
And then another beautiful shot played through the blade of Sanjay Bhatta and towards over the point area that will get him 2 runs. So Simi and Simanta Adhikari in this case as a bowler would find himself very unlucky, Amit. And just like you mentioned, for the each delivery, he brings that street smart cunningness in his bowling skill set of changing his length and line. And sometimes he does try too much, just like the delivery that he was scored for boundary before by Sanjay. Then like this, where he compensated with the line and it will be rightly called wide. I mean, in this scenario, Sanjay would actually find himself unhappy about not connecting this ball enough because past that short fine leg, was no one behind the wicket on the leg side. So a missed opportunity for a boundary. And Simi being a right armer who loves to bring the delivery in, didn't have that protection there. So he's been quite wayward. This one was driven straight towards the long off to Nites. Um, and that would be just 1 run of that delivery. And Sanjay Bhatta will keep the strike with end of 13 over 97 for the loss of 4 wickets. Captain Hemant Acharya is still in the crease, 4 runs of 3 balls. And Sanjay Bhatta, 22 runs of 23 deliveries. At some point, Amit, in this game, few overs ago, I was critical of Sanjay's um, efforts as a batsman, as a star batsman of this team, and then the prominent member of the batting lineup. He was playing around the strike rate of 33, which later on climbed on to 53. And now, eventually, we are looking, he's coming close to the runner
This
ball.
the strike rate is 95 for Sanjay at the moment, and I'm just looking on the analytics where Vibrant after 13 overs were 112 runs, and Ruby Holmes are 97, so they are still 15 runs behind from where Vibrant were. So I think that might be a crucial one as well. And then Vibrant just lost 1 wicket at that point, and Ruby Holmes have lost 4 wickets so far. So that might be a crucial point as well for the match.
Yeah, and Amit, during the innings break, I went to the manager of Vibrant Begness Stars and to Sanjay. That's a beautiful above the fielder, so he couldn't get his hands to it. And well timed by Sanjay Bhatta to do so, and away from the super cover fielder at the staying in the deep boundary field and gets for a boundary. So welcome boundary because Kharel doing what he does. He usually keeps the ball away from the batsman, tries to make them play just for singles and dot balls where he doesn't give them opportunity to get under the ball. And because just keeps a single, Hemanta comes on strike. Sanjay happily goes to 27 of 25 deliveries, 108 strike rate now. So he is climbing up there. And it is crucial for this game here. As I was saying, when Ruby Holmes were planning for this chase, all they were saying is we need to look at our first 4 wickets and need to try to build the inning. So Hemant will still have that same very perspective while doing this. But Vibrant would look back at um, what I actually congratulated them for during the innings break is I went to the manager Sanjay and said, whoever decided to send in Bisal Thapa at number 3 and Ajay Dai would be he was in the commentary panel while Bisal Thapa came into the side. Wonderful lofted shot away from the fielder. The wouldn't get two for it, but a single, easy single. Um, kind of a safe shot. I mean, there was appeal for a catches and all that, but that was very optimistic of the fielders. And coming back to it, Amit, um, and Sanjay said it was Saras Patak, the captain, who decided Bishal Thapa will bat at number 3 today. And sending him in after Nitesh and him being able to build the partnership. Oh, that's a really heave towards the onside. And Sanjay Bhatta says thank you very much with that massive 6 towards the deep square leg area. No protection, obviously, between the fielders there. And rightly placed because Kharel giving the pace needed, the line needed, and the length full enough for that to be flicked and picked over that square leg area, vacant square leg area. Wonderfully done. Sanjay Bhatta picking some pace here. He's up to that 126.9 strike rate, sir. Very well done to Sanjay Bhatta. But he's trying to bring Ruby Holmes Silica Titans back into the game. 70 runs required of 37 deliveries. The required run rate is coming down from what was few overs ago was around 12 point something, and now it's down lower than 12. They can, if they can keep it this. Oh, that is under ace. That will go to the deep fine leg area where there is no protection and luck, where it is much needed for Ruby Holmes Silica Titans. It is favoring them. Vikas Kharel, instead of trusting his good old deliveries, floating it outside off stump, goes on the stumps, try to attack the stumps to get the wickets. He becomes greedy, but equally punished by the batsman's under edge that goes towards the boundary. Amit, this game is on. Next 6 overs is crucial, mate.
Yeah, 17 runs of those of that 14th over. That's a crucial one. That 17 runs is not someone would have expected from Ruby Holmes Silica Titans, especially when they lost the wickets as well. The way they are playing in last 5 overs. If I neglect that 17 runs of that last over, before the last over in 4 overs, the score was just 34 runs in 4 overs. So that is the most needed one, and Ruby Holmes Silica Titans are 114 for the loss of 4 wickets after 14 overs. They still need 66 runs of 36 balls. It's not something not possible in cricket, but still there's a long way to go through. Sanjay Bhatta, the way he had played from the strike rate of 33 to somewhere around 137 now, I think the man to watch today will be Sanjay Bhatta, and obviously Vibrant Begna Stars will try. And big appeal! Umpire raises his finger. Hemanta Acharya, the captain, has to go back to the pavilion, and he agrees there was inside edge, and he is respectful there. Obviously, the captain would not have wanted to lose that one. He might have wanted to take the team all the way to the victory, but he's not able to do that today. Ruby Holmes Silica Titans, after winning a couple of matches, the very first 2 matches of their career, the whole career of the team, they lost the 3rd one, and today as well, they look in some struggling point. They look a bit lower on the beam. They don't seem to be in the confidence side. Whereas Vibrant Begna Stars, after taking 5 wickets of Ruby Holmes Silica Titans, will be happy and would look forward to book their first win in the points table. Vibrant Begna Stars have not scored any points, have not won any matches till the 3rd one. This is the 4th one, and I think Captain Saroj will look forward to put some points on the point table from this one. Binod Khatri is the next man in on number 7 for Ruby Holmes Silica Titans. Sanjay Bhatta, on the other hand, batting for 37 runs of 27 balls. We'll have to see. The new man, Nitesh Thapa, was the man to take the wicket. He has not been much economical, but looking forward on the T20 run rate, he have just given almost 8 runs per over. So that cannot be said expensive. And this shot, Binod Khatri just coming in, plays towards the mid wicket. The fielder wants to catch it, but misjudged the ball. He would have been able to catch the ball if he was standing on the boundary line, but he thought he was on the boundary line and misjudged. He couldn't. Captain Saroj just asking a little bit more effort from the fielder. He will obviously change that fielder on that point. He's not happy. He doesn't look happy from the position where they are much comfortable than the opponent, Ruby Holmes. He won't want to lose the match, especially when 62 is required from 34. On the other hand, Binod plays towards the long on again. Will steal a couple of runs, a bit of misfield, and that's a couple of runs gone. Every run might be crucial for the judgment of the match towards the end of the innings. So they will have to stop these kind of things from being on the field. Misfields. That's what loses the game. Nitesh, 4th one. Beats the batsman. There's nothing wrong the bowler Nitesh Thapa is doing. It's just in the field, a little bit of misfields, and he might have gotten the second wicket in this over as well, but Nitesh Thapa, a little bit unfortunate. We're talking about that in the previous overs as well. A really good bowling. This ball will be decided a dot ball as well. 6 runs of the over with 1 wicket of that captain Hemant on the very first ball. We'll have to see how Nitesh throws the last one. Here comes the last ball of 15th over. The batsman tries to play straight outside edge and straight to the third man fielder's hand. Binod Khatri, the new man in, who just played 5 balls. This was his 5th ball. He has to go back on the very same over when he came into the ground. Ruby Holmes, Tilicho Titans, a little bit more than half team gone back to the pavilion, lost their 6th wicket. As Binod Khatri, Nitesh Thapa is the man who is doing the magic on the field. He have bowled 4 overs, just given 31 runs, would not have to be considered. 31 runs is not considered that expensive in T20 cricket. He took 2 crucial wickets for his team. Captain will really be happy with the performance. He will not be happy with the performance from the fielders. There was a couple of misfields in the over, and I think 1 catch miss as well. But overall, he will be happy with the performance of the bowler. Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans are 120 runs for 6 after 15th over. 5 more over to go. 60 runs required of 30 balls. The required run rate is 12 runs per over now. They will have to score at least a couple of runs per delivery. The current run rate is 8 runs per over. The new man in is Suraj Rawal. Suraj Rawal won't be on the strike because the over have changed. Sanjay Bhatta, who scored 37 runs of 27 balls, 5 boundaries and a maximum. And this will be decided as a wide ball. Well, just trying to make the batsman play towards the offside where all the field setup is placed. A little bit unfortunate and outside the line. Anurag Oli is the bowler, bringing his 4th over. Batsman tries to play down the ground. A little bit of deflection by the bowler himself. Good fielding, I would say. Anurag Oli have been economical for the team comparatively. He just gave 15 runs of 3 overs and taken 2 wickets so far. Talking about the field setup, there's a mid-wicket, square leg fielder and long on fielder on the boundary line. There's long off and covers fielder on the boundary line as well. That's 5 fielders. And we can see offside all protected. And the batsman just plays for a single. Suraj Rawal gets off the mark. Doesn't want to play any dangerous shots. Don't want to take any risk from here. And plays straight towards the camera. What a 6, what a 6, Sanjay Bhatta. This is what they were looking for. Sanjay Bhatta, despite of a slow start during the beginning of his match, when he's what a 6 towards the straight. His strike rate has climbed to 151 as well. So this is a great one. What a play by Sanjay Bhatta. Lochan, what do you think of Sanjay Bhatta?
A great display of batsmanship, mate. I mean, you can struggle when it comes to the crease, but a good batsman plays the shot like this, lofted cover drive, will get 2, and that is a very good bat. 53, where at some point we're saying 33 was his strike rate. So kudos to the way he does. He plays this straight to the fielder. It's Simanta who drops it at
be making captain unhappy. We have seen a couple of misfields in the previous over as well, and on this one, Sanjay Bhatta was the man missed, and he won't want to lose that wicket. Again, there's opportunity, but won't carry. Captain himself is there, will just end with the single. But Anurag Oli ends his spell after bowling 4 overs. He has given 26 runs with economy of 6.5 and taken a couple of wickets as well. Nitesh Thapa and Anurag Oli, both of them completes their spell, so it will be interesting to see who the captain brings in next. After 16 overs, Ruby Holmes Tilichu Titans are 133 for the loss of 6 wickets. They still need 47 runs of next 24 balls. The match is in the interesting position. It sometimes goes towards Ruby Holmes, sometimes move a little bit towards Vibrant Vigna Stars. It will be interesting to watch, and I think the match will go all the way to the final over, final ball.
Because Kharel comes into the attack. Suraj Rawal, he did play big shots last time. Plays it down to the long on. Anurag does the rest to keep it to single. And this is the crucial phase where they have brought this game down to the wire. And this is what we're saying. Any target, but if the team has the intention to play 20 overs, they will look feasible at some point. Driven straight for a single again. So 2 deliveries of this over, both for a single. Good start from Vikas Kharel. He will have to think of keeping it as economical as possible. Previously, he has been on the expensive side with 14 runs as a run rate. Wide outside off stump. This is beautiful bowling right on the block hole. Batsman did have a room, but no space to get under to that delivery. And well bowled. Suraj Rawal will feel the pressure here. He will want to get to the rescue shot. Comes down the wicket. Played a really good flick, but there is protection. Nitesh at deep mid wicket and protects the batsman from taking the second run. And that's a beautiful piece of bowling followed by the fielding there. Vikas Kharel bowling the 17th over of the match. This is a defining moment in the game. 44 runs needed of 20 deliveries. He has got 2 more to go on to his 3rd over. Low full toss. Drag to long on. Is there a single? Yes, there is another misfield there. And they sneak in another extra. And that's 2 run after delivery. And Sanjay Bhatta here brings up the half century of the inning. 50 runs of 32 deliveries. There is a hard work still need to be done. 42 needed of 19. Last delivery, wanted to play that scoop. Line was different. Outside up stump. 1 run given. And that's end of 17th over. Ruby Holmes, Tilicho Titans need 41 runs of 3 overs. Ladies and gentlemen, audiences, stay tuned for the next 3 overs. Keep your seatbelt on. We will be taking a flight into the and outside into the space and outside the planet Earth, because we will fly. Next 3 overs is what Ruby Home Still is the Titans need to do, is to fly. They needs to take off. Sanjay Bhatta needs to continue doing what he has been doing. Minimum requirement of that 147 strike rate, that is 9 runs and over. Required run rate is 13.67, close to 14. They need to up the ante. Sanjay Bhatta will have to go from the very first ball. Change of bowler Vivek Devkota in.
Yeah, Vivek Devkota introduced on the 18th over. I believe he will do the last over as well. So good strategy by captain, but we'll have to see what the batsmen are planning of, because from this point match cannot be decisive. Like, we cannot say who is going to win the match. 39 runs still required from 17 balls. Despite the required run at 13.76, there's still a possibility. This is a full toss placed towards the long off. There's the captain will just get a single of this one. A good bowling. I wouldn't say the good bowling the last one. It was just full toss, but batsman was not that lucky on this one.
Looking at the time of the game, in recent years of T20 evolution, low full toss has actually been a go-to delivery for the bowlers as well, because That's something batsman is not anticipating, and that takes them by the surprise where they haven't timed it. We saw that last week from the captain of Vibrant itself, Saros Pathak, played into the hands of square leg. Beautiful bowling here from Vivek Depkota. It's clear if batsmen from Ruby Tilicha Titans can understand that Vivek will be bowling outside up stump full. Oh, that is beautifully played by the batsman Suraj Rawal over the long off fielder, and captain Saras Pathak as well as Anurag Kohli can only be as equal as the spectators in awe like us. They will be a little bit sad about it. 14 balls to be bowled. 6 runs of that last delivery opens the game again. Suraj Rawal gets off the strike and brings Sanjay Bhatt on strike for that last delivery. 150 up for Ruby Home. Still is the Titans. Now 30 runs required of 13 balls. This will be and can be anyone's game. Sanjay Bhatta, what will he do in the last delivery? Goes for a wide towards a deep wide. Long on and past the cow corner for a one bounce four. I assume the fielder will signal for a boundary rather than a six, as I could see from my naked eye. And umpire waiting for the fielder's call as he is fetching the ball from the boundary. Oh, and it's been signaled six. This is surprising. This is surprising, and this is actually confirmed. I beg your pardon. I might have been wrong in seeing where the ball bounced. Saras Pathak, the captain, signals to the umpire that it has actually passed the boundary for a six. What a hit by Sanjay Bhatta to end that over and keep this game alive. Continuous consecutive sixes from Suraj Rawal, the batsman, and then Sanjay Bhatta.
24 more runs required from next 2 overs. That's 12 balls, 24 runs. The required run rate have been fluctuating to 14 and then came back to 12 runs per over now. 24 runs in 2 overs is not that hard job. We have seen in T20 cricket 24 runs was scored in a single over as well, but they have 2 overs to play that, and Sanjay, what a play by him. He is playing with the same caliber that was played in the first inning.
Yes,
Madan
Amit.
Lama. So
You're absolutely correct, mate. 24 runs. I mean, I can actually vow it that I've actually let the opponent score 19 runs after last over last year, and the very opponent actually, Vibrant, was successfully chasing that target against say Foxunde when I bowled that last over of the game and considered 19 runs for them to win the game that day. Um, so this is somewhere around the vicinity that Ruby Home Still it's a Titans. Can they do? Can they turn the tide around? Because when they introduced themselves into the tournament, the first 2 weeks, Ruby Home Still it's a Titans won both the game and then lost last week. This time chasing something that hasn't been done before. Ball outside wide, and that is called wide rightfully by the umpire. Anup considered the first delivery wide. 23 runs needed of 12 legal deliveries from Vibrant. Begness starts now. The story is unfolding right in front of our eyes as we bring this game live to you all, thanks to all the help we are getting behind the scenes. Anup Oli runs in for the first legal delivery of his penultimate over. Full ball outside off stump, beaten, and batsman will only wave his bat, not merely close to that delivery and a dot ball.
and 23 more runs required from 11 balls. I think Anup Oli have contributed a little bit with that dot ball. And wow, what a point the match have raised now. So at some point it looked like Ruby Holmes might not be able to get near to that target, but Sanjay Bhatta is the man and Suraj Rawal as well. The full toss.
Played to the gap. No chance for the captain Saras Pathak. And that ball, a low full toss outside off stump with the width that shouldn't have been given. Anu sprints towards the deep cover boundary for a much needed 4. That brings the scenario 19 runs of 10 balls. Anup runs in. Suraj Rawal drags this ball towards the long off for a easy single. This game is much live and much alive as much as we all are breathing. Karan Shrestha behind the camera here telling me to calm down, but that is not possible. Ram pumping me up, saying, motivating, you keep going, Loki. And this is here we bring you live the intensity of this game, the loveliness of the match, very match that we love, the game of sports that we adore. We have batsman on strike. Sanjay Bhatta walks out towards the off stump, plays it towards the square leg. Can he get to? He does. And to Sanjay Bhatta. Amit, sorry to take the rally on that commentary, but this game is getting interesting. We are getting involved.
That's all right, Lodson. The way you are getting involved in the game and the match, it's in the interesting point as well. So there's no harm on taking the lead on commentary. I am enjoying the match, watching as well. And again, plays towards the mid wicket. Will just get a single. Is it? They will try for a double. There might be a chance. Oh, there's appeal, but leg umpire shakes his head and says no. The batsman is already back to the crease. Just a single of this ball. It's already 9 runs of this over so far. They will still need 15 more runs in next 7 balls. Anup Oli, 1 more ball to go in this over.
This, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring you this game live, 7 balls to go in the second inning of the second game of the day, where Ruby Holmes Tilita Titans can actually taste the blood in the tip of their tongue. Is there a victory somewhere around the corner? Can these people, Suraj Rawal, 11 balls, 16 runs, Sanjay Bhatta, commendable 62 of 39, can they bring it home for Tilita Titans? Can they change the tide? Can they change the story? Anup Oli would like to ball this a dot. Last delivery of his 4-over spell. Full and beaten is all over it. That is the anti-climax for the batting end. But that leaves Tilita Titans to chase 15 runs into the last over. What a game we are having, and what a game we are acknowledging here in the commentary. Amit, this is the game we love. 15 runs required of the 6 deliveries. Captain have to make that crucial decision of which bowler to bring. I wonder if he will go with the spinner, because Kharel, I would actually like to see that change of pace in Vikas bowling, but the players, Suraj Rawal and Sanjay Bhatta, have done bulk of the hard work till now. Can they get those 15 crucial runs for Ruby Home Tilita Titans? Will they get those 14 runs for the draw? For this so interestingly fought, that the tides and the label of all these games have twisted in its face. Will this go to the super over? Do we have a chance of a super over? Do we do the super over? What does NPL say, Amit? What is the rules? Can we tell our audiences? What happens if they score 14 runs?
I think there's a provision of a super over in NPL if the scores are tied. It needs to be decided. The general practice is sharing the points, but in NPL, to make it more interesting, we are going to get the super overs. And I've seen the super over in last year matches as well. So,
thank you, Amit, for confirming. Thank you, Amit, for confirming. Oh, that is right in front. Is that given? Yes, it is.
Out. What a bowling, what a performance, and captain Saroj Pathak looks more than happy. And here's the replay. For a second, for a bit of a second, it looked like a not out, but umpire says, your foot is in front of the wickets.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch this guy walking in, Sahil Thapa. He last week promised something that looked quite impossible for Ruby Holmes Tilita Titans, and it the target that they were chasing, look to the vicinity because this guy was on strike. He did hit that big six towards the long on area. He's capable of doing that. He's capable of scoring that crucial 15 runs out of those 5 balls deliveries for the team. Can he do it? What error can Vikas Kharal make here? We stay seated. And let me tell you this, our pilot of this aeroplane, of this game, has turned the seatbelt signal on. Please put your seatbelt on for this ride. There is Sahil. Goes for a hip. Only one run. Can they steal another one? Yes, fielding running in, quick running between the wickets, and wonderfully done. Sahil will keep strike. The required run rate every ball is a 3 run. However, they will still be happy about those 2 runs because Sahil can score those big sixes. He can use those muscles. Will he do it today? Is that gonna be the spectacle of the day? This is the truth that will unfold in next 4 balls. 13 runs required for Tilicho Titans. Sahil goes for the heave towards the deep long off. Straight to Saros Pathak, who does the cleaning job there and keeps it to a nice, easy single. Suraj Rawal on strike. 3 balls to go, 12 runs. So a minimum of a boundary required every delivery for this game to be done and dusted for Tilicho Titans. Can Suraj Rawal keep them alive in this game? Balled, played towards the deep, cow corner for a massive 6. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game we have in our hand. Suraj Rawal, time and again, even in last weeks, have shown this. Let's watch this. Corner deep into the stands, just where we could be in a wow and in awe of his potential. What a player, Suraj Rawal, 22 of 13 balls, 2 ball, 6 runs. He can just do it in one delivery, Amit. Is it coming? He goes, swings towards the long on area. This game is down to the very wire. Quick single, tried again. There will be a missed opportunity. Sahil Thapa gets run out, and 5 runs will be required of the last delivery. A boundary here will bring us back, Amit, to where we actually started.
There will be a super over of the boundary, so we'll have to see. The match have come to the interesting point from here. Saros Pathak won't want any boundaries at this point, otherwise he will have to fight again for a couple of overs to book their first victory in this season. One more ball. It should be just one more ball to go. Yep,
8 wickets down, 175 for 8. Tilicho Titans, let me be honest, anywhere in the beginning of this inning, of this second inning, of the second match, of the 4th week, of the 3rd season of NPL, we were not so sure that Tilicho Titans can get anywhere to pull this off, but they are surprising us. Last delivery, Vikas Kharal goes into his stride. Suraj Rawal on strike, hooks it towards the point area. It will go for a boundary. And ladies and gentlemen, as we spoke just 6 deliveries before, this is a tie. This is a tie, Amit. We have a super over in our hand.
we couldn't save the footage from that last boundary, but the match have turned to the point where the super over has to decide who is gonna win the match. If the Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans are gonna book their 3rd win in the very first series, very first tournament in the debut, or if Vibrant Begna Stars are gonna book their first victory in the season in their 4th match. If Vibrant Begna Stars will lose the match from this point, I believe they will lose all the chances of going to the final of this tournament, and rest of the matches will just be a consolidation for them. But Ruby Homes Tilicha Titans will look forward to prove themselves. They are the new team. Yes, that no one knows anything about them. Yes, they are unexperienced, but they have shown the potential of them in this point. They have shown that they are able to do anything that is required, and Vibrant Beginner Stars will look forward. They will be biting the nails, and they will try to defeat this new team. They will try to book the victory and put 2 points on the points table and get them back to the race towards the final. So we'll have to wait for that. What will happen in the Super Over? We'll come back in few minutes, bringing you the Super Over of this match. I'll see you back in the Super Overs. Welcome back to What a Match. This is a Super Over starting now between Vibrant Beginner Stars and Ruby Homes Tilicha Titans. What a match it has been so far. Vibrant Beginner Stars batted first and put the target of 180 runs by scoring 179 runs of 20 overs by losing 6 of their wickets. On the reply, Ruby Homes Tilicha Titans have scored 179 runs as well by losing 8 wickets, and the match now have reached to the point of Super Overs. The decisive will be Super Over. If Ruby Homes Tilicha Titans are going to book their third victory in the tournament, or if Vibrant Beginner Stars are going to book their first victory in the tournament. Just to let you know, if Vibrant Beginner Stars loses this match, they will be out of the tournament. The rest of the matches, league matches, will just be consolation for them, and Vibrant Beginner Stars will obviously want that. Ajay Dai, back to the commentary panel for the Super Overs. I can see the excitement on his face.
What a game. It's been great to watch from outside the boundary line. Now we just have to watch and see what Beginner Star will conclude Ruby on on the super.
Nitesh Thapa is gonna ball the super over here. I'm just trying to see the updates on Crick Heroes if they can bring us the batsman.
First
The
ball
very
over
first
the
ball.
long end, straight to the fielder. Ah, that was a very good fielding by the Sorodes captain itself. That's a very good save, and then that's a 2-run. It could have gone to the boundary, but oh, that was a misprice. Oh, there was a run out. No way. That was a great fielding by Sorodes. Straight away, it was the throwing ball wasn't on the stump. It was outside the stump, and the batsman was tempted to take a run, and that's the way. It was easy for Nitesh to do a run out. What a first ball.
Just 2 runs of the first ball and a wicket as well. So we have seen almost everything in the very first ball. There are 5 more balls to go.
That's
I'm
very
having
exciting.
goosebumps. What is gonna be in the next 5 balls, and then 1 more over in the next one.
Will be interesting to watch now what Nitesh is going to bring now. But that was a very good fielding by the captain, saving 2 runs and concluding taking 1 more run out.
Obviously, captain is putting everything he has to the ground. He's putting everything for the bet to book the very first win here. This situation would not have come here if the bowlers, if there were not much misfields in the ground as well. So
Correct.
captain will really be not happy with the fielding setup, but he will have a meeting after the match. If he wins or loses, he will have a good meeting with the players.
That's very good shot from offside. That's a running towards the boundary for 4.
And
That's the boundary. Very good shot.
the ball travels all the way to the boundary. There was a race between fielder and the ball, but ball wins the race. So it's 6 runs of 2 balls. Sanjay Bhatta and Subhash Saha are on the field. Let's see what's gonna come in next 4 balls.
It'll be interesting to see the field placement there. Long on and long off is onto the boundary.
3rd ball.
That's straight to the long on, but 1 bounce before the fielder, just for a single.
Wow, 7 runs so far. Losing 1 wicket. Ruby Homes Tillichur Titans batting first because they scored the equal runs as Vibrant Begna Stars. We'll have to see how the match is gonna go in next 3 balls and what is the target that's gonna be on the board for Vibrant Begna Stars to chase in the over. 4th ball, straight to the fielder.
Oh, that was just bounced in front of the bowler. Then they're trying to take 2 runs, and they take 2 runs. That in between the wickets.
Try to hit this ball outside the ground.
Straight to the long off for 1 run.
It's a fielder, 9 runs, 10 runs of 5 balls. So 1 more ball
1
to
more
go.
ball to go. Let's see what Sanjay Bhatta is going to do for the last ball.
This is gonna be the decisive ball. What Vibrant Begna Stars is gonna chase. Last ball.
Straight to the fielder and deflected by the fielder there. They're trying to get 2 runs, and they have to throw towards the wrong end. It's a wrong end they throw the ball. Oh, they're trying to get another runs, and there is a run out, but eventually they got 11 runs altogether, I guess, on top of me. Is it 11 or 12?
It is 11 because I think they just run a single on the last ball.
I think there's 2 runs they took, didn't they? We'll just wait
We'll
and
just
watch.
have to wait for the scorers to see how many runs they ran on the very last ball. We're just trying to see what is the target for Vibrant Begna Stars. Stop biting your nails. The match is on.
But it was a very good bowling altogether to conclude less than 15 runs, to be honest, for the super over.
Yeah, they ran a couple of runs in the last over. They lost a wicket, last ball, and they lost a wicket as well. So the target will be 13 runs for Vibrant Begna Stars. We'll have to see if they are able to chase that runs and book a victory here. It's going to be a really interesting over.
It's very interesting. All we look at are 2 sixes, but having said that, it's very tough to make those 6.
We'll just wait for Vibrant Begna's batsmen to come in. I think there will just be a couple of minutes. In between, we can see Ruby Homes Tillichur Titans fielders discussing how the fielding strategy is gonna be. Just 1 over, 6 balls. 13 runs required for Vibrant Beginner Stars. If they score 12, there's gonna be another situation, but we'll just wait and hope the innings is decided in next 6 balls. Welcome back to the second inning, second over of the super over here. The story is Ruby Holmes Tilichur Titans batted first in the super overs. 12 runs scored on the board. 13 is required for Vibrant Begna Stars to win the match. Let's see if the batsmen of Vibrant are going to chase the runs and put the victory on the board for them. Ajay Dai, what do you think? The match have taken an interesting turn that is unpredictable in the beginning of the second innings.
It is indeed, but I'm just looking at the fielding setup because the fielding setup wins the game. To be honest, for me, it's not about how bowling is going to bowl. It's about how he set up his field and how he put the ball on the pitch. So I'm just looking at the captain's brain here, what he's thinking.
There's a square leg fielder on the boundary line. Covers as well. Here comes the very first ball of the super overs. Vibrant Begnas plays straight. There's a fielder underneath on the long off area. And
Oh, there is another
goodness!
misfield by Subhas. It's been 2 in this innings by Subhas.
And runs
And
for the
another run
three.
for there. Number 3, misfielding. It's a terrible misfielding.
We're going to see the three runs of the very first ball with a misfield. Madan Lama on the strike. Vishal Sunar was the man taking 3 runs of the very first ball. We'll have to see Vivek Kessi, the bowler, what he can do in next 5 balls to restrict. Vibrant Begnas are already ahead. Require 10 runs of next 5 balls. The prominent bowler Vivek Kessi leading NSW, Nepalese community cricket. We'll have to see how. What a bowling! Madan Lama, who has been a superstar for today's match. The man who scored, who took Vibrant Begnas Stars to the score of 179, goes back on the very first ball in super overs. Here's the replay. He has the capability and he shows the capability here. Ajay Dai, are you on the foot? What are you thinking now?
It's a very interesting term, isn't it? We are where we are now. So it's just the 2 deliveries so far, and what the bowler has displayed is it's incredible, and that's his caliber, and that's his strength. So which is displayed that as well. Interesting.
Vivek Devkota, the man in, he has experience playing in this kind of pressure situation, and he shows that. Plays towards the leg side. There's 2 fielders, mid wicket and long on, and beats 2 fielders just in the gap. Vivek Devkota knows where to play. 7 runs of 3 balls. Ajay.
Capable to do that. It's just a matter of now the temperament, how far he can take it. You can literally say now the fielder has been pushed back to the deep boundary now,
Yeah.
where he was there. There was a bit of gap there where he took the advantage. Now the fielder has been pushed back. Square has been the square leg has been pushed a little bit further up. So it's an interesting move by the captain again. He should have done that prior, not to concede those 4 runs. But look, I think it is what it is now. Let's see.
But
what
still, I can see the gap on that leg side. Let's see Vivek if he can take the gap.
offside on the over the top, straight to the fielder now, just for a single there.
Wow.
But the first instant looks like it's a slash, but it looks like it's going straight to the foul fielder on the square.
Vishal
Offside.
Sunar comes back to the strike. If Vivek Sunar is going to take a single or he's trying to hit a big, I think he will go for the
He
big
will
one.
go for the big. The advantage for him is he's a left-hand ball batsman, and they might. Well, the field setup is completely dominating offside, and the leg side is completely towards the boundary.
There's a big gap in the leg side. Let's see if he can take the advantage. He-
Oh, over the top of the. That's the out. That's a very good catch by the square leg. There is a very good wicket.
leg by. Wow, the ball didn't have any contact with either the wrist or the bat. Umpire says it went off the helmet. No, there won't be. Here. Of the bat or wrist there. So
It's a last ball, 9 runs. And then you've got 4 more runs to go.
Obviously,
1 ball, 4 runs.
4 runs required after
Oh,
very
it's a
last
boundary
ball.
now. Everyone is trying to push it to the boundary now. Very interesting. 1 ball, 4 runs to go to win. 3 runs, again a tie. 4 runs wins the game. Let's see.
There should be a heaps of misfield to get 3 runs. I think they will try for the boundary. Vivek
Last
Devkota.
ball, straight to the leg side.
That's a
That's a
wide
wide ball.
That's Australia.
Wow. What a bowling. Like, what a. I thought that the bowling was great because I think Vivek moved towards the offside. Vivek. Leaving that aside, he has been a great batsman. He has proven himself in these kind of situations. Let's see if he can do the same.
Lord,
the ball
it's
goes
ball in the
high.
air. The fielder is over the end trying to catch the ball. He dropped the ball and they're trying to take 2 runs. And they achieved the 2 runs there. That's a tie again.
Oh, what a match!
No way.
Wow!
What a game.
Let's see what.
That 1 drop cost them 2 runs. And the game is tie again.
Yeah, let's see here. Umpires walking towards the bench.
All right. Yep, now that umpire has made a call, when it is a tie, now they have called this game a tie.
What a match it has been. Vibrant Begnaz Stars will definitely not be happy. There was 2 easy points for them, but they will have to share the points, and that's the only point they have got on the points table after 4 matches. And there's a very thin chances for them to play the finals from this point, but we'll still have to look for the remaining league matches. And Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans, they have seen everything in this tournament. They are the new team. They have seen 2 victories. 3rd match, they lost that match, and the very 4th one, what an interesting match it has been. They found a perfect recipe in NPL Season 3. Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans, the scenario they came in, the way they played, the variety they have got in the cricket. We have to appreciate Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans as well.
What a day, what a day. First, it was close to 100. The first game, it was 99 runs. And now there was 2 straight 50s, and they were chased for 180 runs. And then the game went to tie, super over, and the super over again went to tie again. So it's an interesting day and very entertaining day so far for us.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in the post-match ceremony now. So the story so far is Vibrant Begnaz Stars batted first and put the score of 179 runs in the board. The target was 180. Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans equaled the scores, and it was 179 as well. In the super overs, Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans scored 12 runs, and that was the same score for Vibrant Begnaz Stars as well. So the match had taken lots of turns and ups and downs here, and both of the teams will share the points from this point. I'll see you in the post-match ceremony. Until then, keep enjoying, keep watching us on Nepal's Premier League Australia YouTube channel. Thank you so much, guys.